Okay, switched up the angle a little bit more comfortable now. Just getting a dead leg sitting at an awkward angle on my bed. But what I'm going to do for this one, sorry about my neighbor mowing the grass right now. Hopefully you can still hear me. Um, but what I'm going to get into now is something called droning notes. Droning notes are pretty cool. They're actually like a little bit of a cheat for making things sound like really nice, really pretty. A good example of this is Wonderwall by Oasis, or what's it called? Good Riddance by Green Day. So the idea of it is, remember that G chord, sorry, that I was teaching, where rather than have just your one pinky at the bottom, or your third finger, you hold down the bottom two notes. The bottom two strings are both the third fret, with your third and fourth finger, your pinky and your third finger. So the idea is that when you play throughout the chord progression, you never move those third and fourth fingers. Okay, so you'll change like the top parts of the chord, but you won't change the bottom two strings. So the E minor, it's not actually an E minor anymore because of the different notes at the bottom, but think of it as an E minor because it's just a little bit easier to explain that way. But it's an E minor with your first and your second finger, and then you're going to add those droning notes, the bottom two strings, with your third and your fourth finger on the third frets, respectively. Okay, so then the intro is, let me figure it out. Okay, so what you're doing here, it's that E minor with the droning notes, a G major. You don't move those bottom two fingers, you're just moving your first and second fingers. Then move that down to a C shape. So you don't play the top string, the second string, you don't play the top string, the next string down, you have your second finger on the third fret. The next string down, you have your first finger on the second fret. The next string is open. And then the next string is also open. And then the third fret and the third fret on the bottom two strings. Like I said, they're never moving. So that's, alright, I messed up. There's a D before that C. And that D is just, don't play the top two strings, open on the third from the top string, then your first finger on the second fret, and then the bottom two strings are 3 and 3, like they have been. So E, G, D, C shape, but you never move those bottom two fingers, in case I haven't said that enough times. The next part, very similar. You go to the C. I'll play it once. And then it goes back to actually it goes to something else. But that is a C shape to a D shape to that E minor shape. So everything we've done so far we know already. Do it again, C to D to E minor. C, D, G, to A, sorry. What that A is, you don't play the top string. Second string is open. Next string down is your first finger on the second fret. So it's don't play, open, 2, open, and then 3 and 3 like it has been. So C, 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 D, 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 E minor. C, C, D, D, E minor. C, C, D, D, G, E minor, A, A. And then it's C, E minor, G, E minor, I believe. Cause maybe you're gonna be together. C, E minor, G, E minor. One of the more like most like recognizable acoustic songs that's covered pretty frequently, but it is a really cool song, especially if you have someone who can sing. The backing chords alone are pretty powerful. So yeah, practice that. I'll put the tab up on the side. And that's everything for now. Actually, while we're at it, I'll do Time of Your Life too, because that's really quick. And it's the same 2 droning notes at the bottom. That one's just that part, it's G, C, D. So you stay on the G a little bit longer. So 2 beats of the G, a beat of the C, a beat of the D, and then it goes. Predictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you've had the time of your life. And all that is E minor, G minor, E minor to G, E minor to G, E minor to D. That's where it kind of misleads your ear, and then it goes back to the. So yeah, that's what's cool about that song, is that your ear is kind of expecting the G, and then it brings you to the D, which is a powerful cadence to the G chord. So 2 songs, very similar in nature, and both really good to play, especially beginners trying to do like covers and stuff. Sorry, my fat legs are a little bit distracting, but that's about it for now.